Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and I welcome you to roll out your mat for this replay of my live yoga class, a part of the Reset and Recharge VinYin December series. So don't forget to like this video, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And go ahead and roll out your mat, and let's get ready to flow. So we'll begin our practice sitting today. We'll do a gentle warm-up just to loosen things up, and then we'll start to get moving and building some of that internal heat. So starting from a nice easy seat on your mat, we'll just take these few moments to start to drop in, deepen your breath, and get connected to your center. So if it's helpful, you can close your eyes, tuning out those visual distractions. So you can turn your attention inward. And allow yourself to have a gentle, soft presence with yourself. Noticing whatever sensations are present in your body, whatever emotions are coming with you today. Breathe in a sweet, compassionate breath. Filling yourself with so much love for yourself. So much tender sweetness. And take another full round of breath, just thanking yourself for showing up on the mat today. And just committing yourself to a mindful, loving practice. And we'll just start with some head rolls, loosening up the neck. You can move as slow or as fast as you like. You're starting to get some movement in the neck, in the base of the skull. This is like the #1 area where people hold tension. So let's start to move it around. And when you're ready, you can reverse directions. Changing the flow. Notice how it feels from side to side. And bringing your head back to center, we're going to start to look up and down, nodding your head yes. Inhale with the gaze up, exhale with the gaze down. So we inhale, look up, exhale, look down. Can move with a quick pace, starting to quicken the breath, quicken the movement. Start to build a little heat in your inner oven. Then we're going to start to incorporate the shoulders and the upper back, bringing in more movement as we open and close through the thoracic spine. So getting more movement through the spine, still flowing with the breath, in and out, in and out, and in and out. Then we'll just bring it into full spinal movement, finding the biggest movement that you can, stretching the full range of motion of your spine. And we'll slowly start to bring it back to center. Gently finding your way back to the neutral zone. Coming back to a place of stillness, but observe that residual flow of energy inside. And we'll take a nice big deep breath in together. And as you do, stretch and open your arms out wide, like you're giving the whole world a big hug. Big inhale, stretch your heart open. Then as you exhale, we'll reach left arm up and over, stretching into the side body. Reaching through your waist, stretch through those fingertips. Breathe your breath slow and deep as you stretch open through that left side of your waist. Then we'll inhale and come up, sweep the left hand all the way across, moving directly into the twist. Revolving through your spine, find that best rotation for you. Working your way into that spiral. Then we'll bring your right hand behind your head. Inhale to lift and grow tall. Then we'll exhale and reach up and over towards that left knee. Working the side bend and the twist simultaneously. And we'll slowly rise, coming all the way back to center. Take a big inhale and open your arms wide. Big deep breath. Then we'll exhale and flow to the second side. Stretching that right arm up and over, stretching your side body long. I'm going to just make a little adjustment on my microphone here, but you keep stretching. You're doing great. All right, from here we'll rise all the way up and sweep your right hand across to your left knee, moving right into the twist. Letting your heart revolve around. You can adjust and move inside the pose to find the best stretch for your body. Then we'll float that left hand behind your head. Inhale to grow tall in your spine. Then we'll exhale and reach up and over, stretching towards that right knee. Side bend with a twist. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then we'll inhale and rise, coming back to center. Let's take another big breath in and stretch your arms open wide. And as you exhale, wrap your arms around your chest. Give yourself a hug. Tuck your chin to your chest. Round your spine and stretch your elbows forward. Stretching the upper back. Then we'll inhale and sit up nice and tall. Stretch your arms up overhead. Reach and touch the sky. Then we'll exhale and circle your arms down and around. Nice. Now we're going to transition. Coming through tabletop, we're going to go straight into downward dog. So give yourself a moment to transition. Coming on to the hands, we want to set a good foundation, spreading your fingertips wide. As you curl your toes under and draw your hips high, you can pedal out your feet. Feel free to move in your pose. So this is a big pose as we're just starting to warm up. So give yourself a little time to explore and move around and start to awaken your body here. Whew. Take a moment to settle into stillness. Take a full round of breath in your strong, steady, downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, we'll shift forward to your plank pose. Taking that full breath in as you reach your heart to the front of your mat. Then we'll exhale and draw your hips back up towards the sky, pressing back to down dog. And then again, we inhale, shift forward to your plank pose. Nice strong plank. Then exhale to draw the hips up and back. Breathing to the bottom of the exhale. Again, we inhale, shift forward to that plank. Exhale and draw those hips back. Take a full round of breath right here. And then again, on your inhale, we'll shift forward to your plank pose. Now, we're gonna do like some lizard crawls. That's what I think that's what I think of here. So we're gonna crawl like little lizards. So you're gonna bring your right knee to your right elbow, then step it back. Then left knee to left elbow, and step it back. So we're just gonna alternate like that. Like a little lizard. Crawling from side to side. Stepping right to left for 3, 2, and last 1. Then let's press your hips up and back. Down dog, or you can always take child's pose. But wherever you are, take a full deep breath. All right, then heel. We'll shift forward to your plank again. Inhale as you reach your heart forward. This time we'll lower down. You can bring your knees to the floor or keep them lifted for an extra challenge. We're going to slowly begin to lower your heart down towards the floor, coming all the way down onto your belly. Bring the tops of your feet to the mat. Spread your fingertips wide. Have strong hands on the floor. Then roll the tops of your shoulders up towards the sky, engaging the strength of your upper back. Then as you inhale your breath, begin to curl your chest up away from the floor. So we're really calling upon the strength of the back body here. Take one more inhale and see if you can curl your heart up even higher. Then we'll exhale and gently fold your heart back down to the floor. Then again, let's inhale to that cobra pose. Nice fluid movement. Breathing to the top of the inhale, we come to the top of the pose. Then exhale to the bottom of the breath, to the bottom of the pose. One more time. Roll your shoulders to the sky as you inhale and curl your chest off the mat. Then exhale and gently release, folding your heart back down. And press yourself back to a child's pose. And we'll take 3 resting breaths. Feeling your back body lengthen. Relax the space behind your neck and at the base of your skull. Breathe into your back body, massaging your back with your breath. At the end of your exhale, reach your fingertips forward. Then as you breathe in again, start to press yourself back into your downward dog. Coming back into that big, luscious shape, feeling your whole body activated and stretching. We'll inhale and stretch your right foot up towards the sky. Little tripod stretch. Then step your right foot forward, coming into a lunge, high lunge here. We're going to keep that back leg toned, straightened. Lift up through your fingertips, rising out of your waist. Tone the strength of your legs. Take another inhale here, reach up a little higher. Then we'll exhale and fold yourself back down. Plant your hands on your mat and sweep the right leg up and back. As you exhale your breath, float your foot back down to the floor. Take a full round of breath right back in your down dog. Then we'll inhale and lift the left heel, stretching that leg high. Then exhale to step through, coming into your lunge. Inhale and rise all the way up. Stretch and grow tall, reaching to the top of your pose. Then we'll exhale and float your hands back down to the floor. Inhale to sweep the left leg high. Then exhale to float it back down to the floor. Full round of breath. In and out. Again, let's inhale. Lift that right leg up towards the sky. We stretch. Then exhale and step the right foot forward, coming back into that lunge. Set it up well. Then we'll inhale and rise, stretching your fingertips to the sky. Float your right hand to your right leg. And stretch those left fingertips up and over. We're taking a side body stretch, opening through the left side. Then float your left hand to your right knee and twist your heart open to the right side, extending your right arm behind you. Inhale back to center, stretching both arms up. Then we'll exhale to release, floating your hands back down to the floor. Yeah. Inhale and rise, sweeping the right leg back up. Stretch into that tripod. Then exhale and float the right foot to the floor. You can always take child's pose anytime. And as you grow stronger, we can find the stillness and the rest even in down dog. Just let yourself come back to center, come back to a calm, steady breath. And then we'll prepare to move on to the second side. So when you're ready, we'll inhale and stretch that left leg up towards the sky. Reach it high. Then exhale, step forward into the lunge. Here we go. Toning the legs. We inhale and rise. High lunge, strong legs. Float the left hand down. Reach up and over, stretching through the right side body. Yes, feel into that stretch. Reach through your fingertips. And then sweep that right hand down to the left knee and open it up. Rotating your heart around, we stretch those left fingertips back. Tone your legs super strong. As you inhale, come back to center. Reach high for one more powerful moment. Then we'll exhale and release. Hands touch the earth. Then inhale, stretching the left heel back up. Then we'll slowly release on the exhale, letting the left foot come back down. We'll settle into your resting pose. Nice work, team. You got another good flow left in you? Let's do it. We're going to wind down so deep and juicy later, so we're going to work for it now. We'll do it together. As you are ready, we're going to come back into that down dog. And we'll take that nice big inhale to stretch your right leg up and back. Reach it high. Then exhale and step that right foot forward. So we come back to the lunge. This time, we'll spin your left heel. flat down to the floor. Then open your left fingertips to the sky. Side angle pose. Feeling the strength of your legs as you extend out through the crown of your head. We'll inhale and rise all the way up into your warrior two pose. Feeling those hips stretching open wide as you lunge into that right leg. Lift up out of your waist. Extend your arms, your hands out from your heart center. Then rotate your right palm to the sky and arc it up and over, stretching your right side body as you lunge the right knee forward. Then we'll slowly make your way back to center. Nice warrior two pose. Then we'll lift your hips, extend that right knee, and give yourself a little wiggle. Little wiggle. Okay. Then open your arms out towards the side. Inhale and lift up through your waist. As you exhale, glide those right fingertips forward, stretching your right side body long. Reach, reach, reach. Then circle your right fingertips down and your left fingertips high. Opening your chest and shoulders. Feeling that tight alignment, that the crown of your head is in alignment with your hips. Your shoulders are aligned one on top of the other. Then gently circle your left hand back down to the floor. Spin your left heel to the sky. And just bow forward for a moment here in your pyramid pose. Just taking one big luxurious stretch into your hamstring. Then we'll inhale and lift your heart, extending your spine halfway. Plant your hands onto your mat, and we'll sweep that left leg back up towards the sky, coming back to that tripod if you want to wiggle out your leg a little bit. Then you can slowly release your right foot back down to the floor and take a breathing moment. All right. Good thing we only have two sides. We got one more to go. When you're ready, we'll inhale and take that left heel to the sky. Nice big full breath as you stretch. Then exhale and step that left foot forward, making your way towards the lunge. Just set it up nicely. Then we'll spin that left heel or your right heel down to the floor. Open your right shoulder, reach your right hand to the sky, sinking into your side angle pose. So we establish the strength of the legs. Then we'll inhale and rise, coming up to your warrior pose. So feel into that stretch in the hips and the legs as you lunge into that left knee. Lift up out of your waist, extending your arms and hands, extending from your heart. Flip your left palm to the sky, then we'll reach up and back, reversing your warrior. Feel that length along the left side body as you lunge into the left leg. Then make your way back up to your warrior two. And we'll lift up the hips, straighten the left leg, and give yourself a well-deserved wiggle. Triangle pose. We've got this. Let's lift up out of the hips, lift up out of the waist, and extend your arms out from there. Toning the strength of your legs, we'll begin to reach those left fingertips towards the front of your mat. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. Then circle the left hand down and the right hand high. Feeling the shoulders stacking, the spine lengthening, the legs hugging in towards center. Feeling the full aliveness of this pose. Take one more inhale, juicing this pose to the edge. Then exhale and gently release your right hand down. Spin your right heel to the sky and take a moment to fold down over your left leg in a feeling of surrender and release, just letting go as you fold over that left leg. And we'll inhale to lift and extend your heart halfway. Plant your hands onto your mat and we'll stretch that left leg up and back. Then you can shake it out and give it a little wiggle. And when you're ready, you can drop that left foot softly back down to the floor. You can rest for 3 breaths in your down dog or 3 breaths in your child's pose. Find that rest wherever it serves you best. And at the end of your 3rd breath, we're going to journey to the top of your mat. Slowly beginning to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Just taking it one step at a time. Gently finding your way to a forward fold. You can come into a ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows. Let your head relax down between your arms. Feel the weight of your head dropping down, so you feel that extension and release through the back of your neck and your spine. Then release your hands to the floor. And if you want to move in your forward fold a little bit, you can shift your weight side to side. So letting your breath slow down as you soften and fold over your legs. Then circle your arms behind your back and interlace your hands, squeezing the palms of your hands towards each other. Gently begin to circle your arms up overhead, lifting your fists away from your hips, slowly releasing through the shoulder joint, allowing the arms to give in to gravity. So we stretch through the shoulders, stretch through the chest, breathe and allow. Work for it if you have to, letting the chest and shoulders stretch open. Then gently glide your hands back down towards your hips. Release your hands to the floor. We'll gently lower your hips all the way down to the mat. Wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a little squeeze. Just feeling that energy circulating and swirling around in your body. So good. Now extend your legs out in front of you and just wiggle them out a little bit. You can even use a soft, light fist and just kind of tap on your legs. And we'll tap down the shins. You can tap along your hips. You can come around the low back. Okay, so it's good for circulation, just kind of keeping things circulating. And we'll just do a few long, smooth strokes. Smooth it out. Yes, feels so good. All right, and then we'll come back to center. Inhale and lift your arms all the way up as you stretch out of your waist. Flex your toes back towards your face so we wake up the legs. Take a deep breath in as you reach up through the crown of your head. Then as you exhale, we're going to reach your fingertips forward, either touching your toes or your shins or down to the floor, wherever you can comfortably touch, and that's where you go. Then as you fold forward over your legs, I want you to really think about relaxing your head. Let the weight of your head give in to gravity. You'll start to feel your neck and your shoulders and your back stretch. So we're going to breathe here. We have a little time. There's no rush. Let yourself soften into this forward fold, one breath at a time. Ask your body, how deeply can it let go? Then listen and respond with the answer. Let yourself give in. You are safe. You are safe in your body. Let your breath help you to relax. Let your breath help you to feel safe. Safe at home in your body. We're going to slowly begin to unroll the spine. So you can use your hands to kind of walk your hands in and just gently, slowly roll yourself back up to center and feel the unfurling of this energy. Then bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees apart. Coming into our bound angle pose, Badakanasana. Hold on to your ankles here as you lift and sit tall, extending up through the crown of your head. Gently press your knees down towards the floor, feeling that external rotation of the upper thighs. Take another inhale, full breath in, feeling that full extension of energy up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, we'll gently lean your heart forward, keeping the spine extended. I want you to lean as far forward as you can, keeping the spine long until you feel the stretch deepen behind your hips. Then again, we'll inhale and stretch the spine long, reaching, elongating out of the hips. Then as you exhale, we'll just let your body fold forward. Again, coming back to that sense of release, allowing the head to relax down, releasing any tension along the back of the neck, until you start to feel those spaces along your spine stretch and open up. So breath by breath, we allow the body to open, allow the body to soften. Be present with whatever arises here, even if it's uncomfortable. Even if it's not your favorite, breathe into your stillness. Be present with whatever you find, with loving sweetness and compassion. Slowly begin to press yourself back up to your seat. Move slowly. Take your time. There's no rush. Just gently making your way back to neutral. And then give yourself a moment to observe. Notice the changes. All right. Now we're going to step your right foot to the outside of your left leg and plant your foot firmly down onto the floor so that right foot is stable. Wrap your left arm around your right knee. Bring your right hand to the floor behind you. As you press into the earth, take a deep breath in and lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale to twist a little deeper in your spine, finding that perfect rotation for you. Hug your right knee in towards your left shoulder. And you can play with the placement of your head. See if you can find a spot where it feels really good to stretch in your neck. So we make this twist work for the whole spine, from the bottom to the top. And gently make your way back around to the front. Pick up your right foot with your hands. We're going to hold on to the foot with both hands. Lift up through your spine and start to extend that right leg out in front of you. So again, lift up through your chest, and you may even play with kind of rolling your shoulders down your back. Then you can use your hands to pull back on the ball of your right foot, giving you that full stretch and extension behind the ankle and behind the calf. Good work, everyone. Bend into your right knee. We're going to release that stretch. Then open the right leg behind you. So we sweep the right leg back and around. Then circle your right hand around to the left. Yep, so we bring both hands like side by side, parallel to each other. Press against the floor and lift up through your spine as you work your rib cage around. So think about the left rib rotating back as the right rib rotates forward. You can stay right here if you love this twist. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can start to fold down over that left leg and reach your right fingertips out, stretching along the right side body and deeply compressing in the internal organs. So this is a great detoxifier, cleansing and nourishing for the digestive system. Slowly make your way back up to center. Rotate back to the front of your mat. Circle your right leg back out. We're going to just stretch the legs out in front of you and just give them a little wiggle. And then we'll prepare for the other side. So you can fold your right leg in and step your left foot to the floor on the outside of that right leg. Then you'll wrap your right arm around your knee and give that knee a good deep squeeze. Placing your left hand to the floor, take an inhale to lift up through your spine, creating even more space. And as you exhale, you may be able to rotate even just a little bit more. So just play around inside this pose, making any little personal adjustments, any little micro movements. You can play around with the placement of your head. See if you find a spot that feels good in your neck, right? This is all about you. This is your journey in your body, so make it good. Then we'll slowly rotate back to the front and pick up that left foot. So holding on to the foot with both hands, we're gonna lift up through the crown of your head, extend through your spine as you slowly begin to kick and extend out through the left leg. Then if you can roll your shoulders down your back, you get even more stretch, even more leverage as you pull back on the ball of the left foot, increasing the stretch behind the calf, behind the ankle, maybe even getting into some of the attachments around the knee. So we're breathing into the back of the leg for 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Then circle your left leg back behind you. So I'm just gonna rotate so I don't hit the wall. Give you a little different angle here. So you'll circle your left hand around, coming parallel to the right hand. Press against the floor to feel that sense of extension rising out of the earth. Then really bring your awareness to the rib cage, rotating the right ribs back and rotating the left ribs forward. So we really find that stretch through the obliques and through the core. Now you can stay right here. This is a great option. Or you can begin to fold down over the right leg, extending out through your left fingertips as you bow forward. So you may begin to access a stretch along the left side body and into the left shoulder at the same time that you're getting the rotation in the spine and the compression through the digestive system. And we'll slowly begin to rise, making your way back up. You can circle your left leg back out in front of you. We'll just stretch the legs forward and give them a little wiggle. Good, then wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a squeeze. Good. Now we'll go ahead and come down onto your back, and you can bring your knees into your chest with you here and just rock side to side or front to back or in little circles, just any kind of playful, easy rocking. Feeling your breath, just comforting your body. All right. So we're going to move into a happy baby. Reaching your hands between your two knees, you'll grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Then open the soles of your feet towards the sky, stacking your ankles over your knees. Use the strength of your hands to press down on your feet, driving your knees down towards the earth. See if you can anchor your tailbone towards the mat, giving you some opposition in the stretch. Take some deep breaths here, letting the hips open. And we can begin to extend the feet wider apart, opening the angle at the knees, and see where the stretch wants to take you. So just feeling into your own body, exploring your own boundaries and limitations as a way to get to know yourself more. Finding your edge, breathing into it for 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly hug your knees back in towards your chest, Wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a hug. All right, so we are going to lower the soles of your feet flat down to the floor. Walk your heels in towards your sitting bones and sense that your feet are parallel. So we are going to move into a bridge pose, and as we do, we're going to simultaneously circle the arms up overhead, up and down. So I'll talk you through it. You'll get the hang of it. So we start by standing into the legs, lifting your hips. At the same time, we'll let the arms circle up overhead, coming to the top of your bridge. Then as you exhale, we'll slowly lower the hips and circle your arms back down. So we're going to do that a couple more times. We'll inhale, curling your hips away from the floor as you circle your arms up overhead. Then we'll exhale and slowly lower hips and arms, circle back down to the mat. Then we go one more time like this. Inhale to rise, circling the arms up. Feel the length of the side body. Then exhale and gently lower hips and hands. Then wrap your arms around your shins. This time you'll curl your head and shoulders off the mat, hugging yourself even deeper. We feel that full rounding and stretch along the back of your spine. Gently lower yourself back down and extend your feet straight up towards the sky. Okay, so we are coming into legs up the wall, and you have so many options here, and I really invite you to take the option that feels the best to you. You can nestle your hands under your hips to kind of support your hips in this legs up the wall. You could also bring a blanket, a folded up blanket underneath your hips to give you even more elevation and decompression in the low back. You could bring your hips up onto a block if you wanted for more of a supported legs up the wall variation. And if you've got a foam roller or you've got massage balls, you could actually bring that for low back or under your hips. So this is your time to just take this legs up the wall, gentle inversion, however you want. Right? You could even just go to a wall and put your feet up against the wall for like the most passive variation of this exercise. So we're just going to stay here for a few more breaths. And I want you to really drop into the feeling of ease. So try and find a balance where you can relax the most. Slowly hug your knees back down into your chest. If you're using any props, you can set them to the side. Just hug your knees in and feel that circulation rushing back into your feet. All right, then we'll lower your feet back down to the mat and separate your feet apart to the edges of your mat. So we take a wide stance with the feet, then gently lower both knees to the left side, coming into a reclining twist here. You can stay right where you are and just soften to the pull of gravity. If you want to assist yourself deeper into the stretch, you can cross that left ankle on top of the right knee. So you allow the weight of the left leg to assist you into a deeper stretch. And wherever you find yourself in this pose, take some slow, deep breaths. Feel into your body. Tune in deeply. And find the subtle places where you could let go a little more. And take one more full round of breath, satisfying and deep. And we'll slowly begin to transition back to your back. And when you come back to center, just let your knees gently rock side to side. Just a little easy movement. Feeling things relaxed and loose and open. Then we'll come back to center and just reset your feet, taking that nice wide stance on your mat. And then you can lower both knees down to the right side. And then again, you have a choice here. You can stay in this variation and just enjoy it here. Or you could play with crossing that right ankle on top of the left knee, adding a little weight to the pose so you get a little more juice. But it's up to you. Tune into that deep, steady breath. Flowing in and out, inviting in more softness, more release, more allowing. We'll take one more full, satisfying round of breath. All the way in and all the way out. And we'll slowly make your way back to your back. And just gently rock the knees side to side. And we'll just bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees fall open to the sides. And you can choose where your hands go. They can rest on your belly. You could have one hand on your heart, one hand on the belly. You could circle your hands over your head, or just let your arms relax down by your sides. Settling into the placement, the shape, where you can best let go. And begin that process of relaxing every muscle. Feel that sensation of gravity Slowly opening your legs, opening your knees closer towards the earth and feeling that gentle relaxation and release in your hips, in your sacrum, and your low back. Relax any tension in the jaw. Let your face relax. Let your brow relax. And you are welcome to stay in this shape for as long as it feels good to you. Whenever you feel ready to move into your Shavasana, you can begin to slowly extend your legs out in front of you and just settle into your relaxation pose. Making any final adjustments so you can completely relax on your mat. Letting go of anything that is not in this moment. Allow yourself to be deeply present with your here and now experience. Lying on the floor, breathing in and out, relaxing your body. In this moment, it's just you and your breath. Slowly begin to let your awareness expand beyond the boundaries of your body. Becoming aware of the sounds and the sensations around you. Take a deep breath in. Being reborn into this space, feeling the density of your body as you exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, almost as if you were discovering this movement for the very first time. Moving the wrists and the ankles, exploring the capacity of this body. awakening through gentle movement. Begin to reach your arms over your head and feel a stretch from your fingertips to your toe tips. And then gently roll yourself over to the side. You may even keep your eyes closed as you begin to press yourself up into a seat. As you settle into an easy seat, we come back to the place where we first began our journey. But I invite you to observe what is different. What is new? What is fresh in this moment? Becoming aware of the sensations you feel in your body, the emotions that you feel now. Bringing your hands to a prayer position, bow your head in honor and acknowledgement of yourself, in gratitude for your life. Feeling gratitude for this body that allows you to experience this beautiful life. And feeling so much gratitude for your breath that animates the whole thing. Just feeling that love, feeling that gratitude in your heart. And I extend it likewise to you. May you know that peace, that inner stillness, even in these chaotic times. And may we continue to gather and practice together to lift each other up. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.